유빈이.
근데 이거 신발 벗어야 돼?
어? 신발 벗어야지. 어?
As I say, the logic, as it were, logic in the Buddhist teaching, in the practice of the Buddhist teaching, is you can stop doing things if they're things you're actually doing. You can't stop a world of volcanoes, tsunamis, a world of armies and wars, and the unrelenting flow of history and power and human masses. You can't do anything about that. You can stop things that you're doing when you see the painfulness of those things. Detachment from belief is seeing the process of belief, seeing attachment to belief, seeing your need to or to function being fulfilled by your beliefs, whether they're political beliefs, religious beliefs, intellectual beliefs, spiritual beliefs, and seeing what's happening. When you see it in a way that you see that it's a form of self-oppression, it's a form of suffering. You see it as suffering, then you are inspired to let go, and you can let go because you're doing it. If I have a toothache, it's the pain of the toothache, so that's the suffering. I call it suffering feeling. But the only way to let go of that is to go to the dentist and have an external treatment. With the suffering of holding to unreal beliefs that achieve nothing except make me unconscious, make me unaware, make me insensitive. Then, if I'm insensitive, then I'm motivated to remain insensitive. What will motivate me to change is my sensitivity. So when I can exploit another person, I can manipulate another person successfully, then I won't see what I'm doing as it actually is, because I'll be getting a benefit, so I'll keep on doing it. It's only when I become aware of the painfulness of that that I can see I don't want to do that. I can stop doing it. I can start being interested in being free of those motivations, those forms of behavior. So in the 40 canonical meditation topics or meditation subjects found in the Pali texts, one of them is Maranasati, and I always felt very attracted to Maranasati. How would you translate Maranasati?
Recollection of Mara, which we would say means death. It's recollection of death.
So mindfulness of death, awareness of death, recollection of death, keeping death in mind, not forgetting death.
Yeah. Thinking about death, contemplating it, awareness of it as a reality in the present moment. So many ways to...
I propose not really propose, I'd like to put forward as a possibility that the way out of Buddhist practices, the practice that is the most direct, the fastest, shortest, the most direct to awakening would be Maranasati, if you could do it. Now, most people obviously will find it difficult to do, at least initially, partially because there's only a few suttas that mention it, and they don't go into any detail. So we don't have, from the original text, or the text that to us is as close as we can get to the original, we don't have any kind of elaborated description of how to practice Maranasati. Well, if somebody said that the most efficient, effective, productive practice, meditation practice, would be Maranasati, that would seem quite reasonable to me as a proposition. Then the question is how to do it. And like all Buddhist practices, you learn how to do it by doing it. You find out for yourself. You trial and error. You have some indications from the outside, but you develop a skill. Again, a classic analogy is like learning to ride a bicycle. You get on the bicycle, and the bicycle teaches you how to ride it. You've got the capacity, as the organism you are. You have the potential. You have the capacity, the ability for balance. So you can be balanced on those two wheels with those pedals. And so the falling off and getting back on and doing it teaches you how to do it. So the bicycle teaches you. The denial of death is a real thing that's part of human psychology. And this has expression in cultural, symbolic culture in all sorts of ways. And creation of religions and meaning and purposes and systems of values and things that it's worth living for, living to do, and they're cultural phenomena, social phenomena. People are born into them. They're socialized and cultivated with these things. They become part of the functioning of their minds, their emotions, their feelings, and so on. So if you can practice mindfulness of death, that simplifies everything tremendously. And I think it's to be recommended, but it's not much taught. Not many people who teach it. That's the thing with the Buddhist teaching, and everything to do with the Buddhist teaching. If you take it personally enough, enlightenment's just here right now. Awakening's here right now. It doesn't go anywhere. It's staring you in the face all the time. You don't recognize it.